Hey everyone, I want to go ahead and just take a couple minutes and go over my website briefly so you know what to look for where and how to submit a job request through there without hopefully much confusion. So we'll go ahead and start by going to the website, Tennessee Photo Company, 10photoco.com. So if you don't know what it is, there it is, 10photoco.com. Once you go there, just click on Real Estate. And of course, if you wanted the shortcut, you could always do 10photoco.com/real estate, and that'll do it as well. All right, so once we get here, we'll go ahead and jump straight over to Contact, Request Job. All right, so real quick, everything that's here, if you're a brand new realtor, this is your first time putting in a request, most of this information is more critical to you because I need to it makes sure that I have your name, your email, your phone number, what real estate office you work for. Those are primary things that I need on the first time. After that, if all I have is just your name, then I should be good to go for the most part because I'll have your phone number, email, and your office at that point. I just need these the first time through. So if you continue to use this over and over again, as long as you just put your name in there after that first time. So the first time, do all of them. After that, all you need to do is just your name. Then you just come down. If you're doing, not everybody's doing, house pictures, but if you are, you just click which one of these applies. Sometimes we are updating just a few images, whether it's this or that or whatever. So you just pick which applies. Same thing with the drone. You just pick which applies. I just want to touch real briefly on this though. This one image only is one that I added on for this year because sometimes there's a property that really all it needs is just one good drone image and that's it. And so that is a add-on option only. I'm not going to drive all the way out to a property, especially if it's an hour, hour and a half away, just to take one drone image. So this is only going to be available if you're doing some other stuff. Or if you don't know and you just want me to kind of go out there and do what I think is best, then there you go. Just do what I think is best. Virtual tours. The floor plans are only available with a virtual tour, so that's why I had to kind of put it without or with a virtual tour. The YouTube videos is something brand new that we just kind of started. Drone videos, same thing here. Just pick which one applies. Street address and city. I have to have this city. So if I don't have that, I can have the same street address in more than one county. So it's critical that I always get the city from you. When will the pictures be ready? Sometimes when realtors put in a request, their house is ready to go right away, and sometimes it's going to be a week or two down the line. So you can just put this in, and then that way, when I'm looking at my schedule to see what can go where, then I have an idea of, okay, well, this isn't going to be ready until such and such point in time anyways, or it's ready now. How quick can I get it in? How's the property going to be accessed? For those that don't know, I am a member of the Upper Cumberland Association of Realtors, so as a member, I do have access to the electronic lockboxes. So if you utilize an electronic lockbox, then you don't need to worry about letting me in. Or if it's on a combo, then you just give me whatever the combo is. Sometimes a homeowner is going to be there to let me in. Sometimes you want to be there to let me in, whatever. But that's what I need. Estimated square footage does not have to be exact. I don't need it to be like down to the exact number. I just need it close, roughly what it is. Because this and the acreage, both same thing. I just need, roughly what they are because I need to be able to estimate the amount of time given for a job. So, for example, if it's only about a 1,200 square foot house, that takes a lot less time than, say, a 7,500 square foot house or a house sitting on a, half acre lot compared to 60 acres. So I need to know those kind of details generically to help me better gauge how much time to allocate for that job. Any note on special features? It's just if there's any special appliances or, maybe somebody put in a brand new HVAC system or they just replaced some hardware, throughout the house or, some, appliances or whatever, and you just want to make sure I get a good, detail shot on those, then put that in there. If I'm scheduling through the property owner, then give me their contact info. Any additional notes This would just be if you just have something you want to make sure I focus on this or that or whatever, then that's a good place to put that. And when it's all done, it hits submit. Unfortunately, it does not send you an automatic copy to your email. I wish it did, but the system doesn't allow for it. But what I tell everybody is once you hit that submit button, if you haven't heard back from me, like as you see here, if you have not received a message or response from me within pretty much a day, then call, text, email, whatever, just to confirm that I got it. Sometimes I'm so busy that I just don't have time to respond. And then also, just continuing, we have this picture ready checklist. See if I can open that in a new tab, just so you can kind of see what it looks like. This is to help you and your clients. I just put this together. You can, if you want this bottom section down here where my logo, company name is, you can download this PDF and you can make your own little stickers for your own company and put them right there on top of it if you want. I don't mind. The goal is to make sure that the house is ready to go. I don't care about this being branded to me. There's nothing specific to me. I just kind of put information together to help your clients be as ready as possible, because when you're spending money on pictures for their house for marketing, you want to get the most out of it that you can, and they need to know what they need to do. These people, they're not exactly doing this every day, so they don't know what to think about. So this is just to kind of help. And of course, we also have an app. So if you don't have our app already, this is where you can kind of go to find it on Apple and Android. And I'll kind of go over that on another video. But you can do scheduling through our app as well. A lot of the information is there, and I'd highly recommend our app. What's not kind of noted in here is our travel fees. So whenever we do charge travel, it is based off of our studio address here. So, half hour, hour and a half, that kind of stuff. It's based here off of that. So, all right, so let me just kind of move on a little bit. I do have the reviews, but I don't really put a whole lot in that. This is actually just pulled from a slideshow, put off inputs from different realtors. I have the helpful info section where it kind of covers different things, knowing the job process. This kind of explains everything I do. Here's preparing for a virtual tour, or that picture prep guide. This kind of goes into that as well. Some, same thing, preparing for drone work, FAQs. So there's some different questions. And if you have a question that's not in here, by all means, send it over to me and I can consider adding it. Here's a page about our app. Again, just tells you briefly about it. There's a couple links for it. This here is something we had to add this year pertaining to licensing and copyright ownership, because there was a confusion where a number of realtors, and I blame it on lack of education on my part, so this is my resolving that. So this is my education to make sure that people know that whether they hire me or another photographer, it doesn't matter who it is or where it is, the copyright laws, the way they work is that photographer maintains ownership. The only way a realtor would actually take ownership of those files would be if the creator of those files, same thing for video even, would be if the creator in writing turned over ownership. In the meantime, the only thing you have is a licensing agreement. And there's information in here on that. I'm not going to go over everything. If you go under services and galleries, I kind of combined everything. I really tried to focus on simplification when I redid my website. So here kind of shows all the different services. Well, of course, published works isn't really a service, but it's there. So if you go to, say, residential, come down here, just brief little verbiage, but here's our prices, which is the most important thing for you that you want to find, I'm sure. So that way you know how my prices are. And this just kind of goes into different galleries here. So it kind of just shows different gallery images and whatnot. Let me go back over here. Same thing, drone work. Again, there's some verbiage and some pricing. And by the way, I am licensed with the FAA. I maintain that. I also have liability insurance specifically related to drone operations. So if anything ever happens, I am covered, your clients are covered, and you know that everything is legal. So I'm legal and insured as far as drone operations go. That is something that I think you should be aware of regardless who you hire for drone operations. And if you're looking to do your own drone operations, just be aware that the FAA does by law require that you have that same certification or licensing. It's called a Part 107 knowledge test is what you have to take to become licensed, and it's $150. You have to take it every 2 years, and it is not easy. So just so you're aware, and I'm not sure what the exact penalty is officially for those not licensed that get caught by the FAA, but I had somebody tell me that it was upwards of about $10,000. So just again, just to be aware of that. Virtual tours, another one. Again, more stuff, more pricing, and then you can click on any one of these and you can go in and you can see what we've got going on in there for examples. Then of course down at the bottom we have links to like our Facebook page, Google, and so on and so forth, YouTube, that kind of stuff. This right here goes to another profile. I'm forgetting the name of it all of a sudden, so here, we'll just go there. Oh, Ideal Estate, there we go. So I have a profile on Ideal Estate, and so that's there as well. And hey, it's a great spot if you wanted to leave me a review or your clients want to leave me a review, but I'm always up for reviews. So if you or your clients are ever excited about my work, you can always go, find me on Google or wherever and leave me a review. I greatly appreciate it. And hopefully this video has helped. If there's any other additional questions that I can help you with beyond this, please let me know. In the meantime, thanks and have a good day.